Alright everybody, so welcome back to another episode of Would I Buy? And as the cool kids would say, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, don't smash your computer. And we are looking today at Picross S8. Now, I have played some previous Picross games. I think the last one I actually played was on the 3DS. Was it Picross E6 or something like that? So they must be going in code names now or something like that. A bit like Mario Kart 8, where it had, I don't know, every other Mario Kart game had names like Double Dash, and then all of a sudden it was just Mario Kart 8. So I presume by it called S8, this is like maybe like the 8th game that's come out. I don't know. I just presume that it is. So which means if I've got Picross E6 on the 3DS, has there been one in between? I don't know. I'm kind of curious what console that would be for. But we're not talking about them at the moment, we're talking about S8. And similar to pretty much every other Picross game, the game it's basically your puzzle game where the idea is, I don't know, I suppose the idea is, feels like in a similar fashion to maybe like obviously a crossword or a Sudoku puzzle. I would say it's more like a Sudoku puzzle where you really have to think about where the numbers are and slowly trying to use a bit of logic, apply a bit of logic to it. I gotta be honest, it's one of those unique kind of puzzle games that I think can't really be done, obviously on like on paper, like a Sudoku puzzle. And I think this is one of where we're really lucky to be gamers that we get these kind of puzzle games in this respect, because just like every other Picross game that I have played, I'm not the best Picross player, because I've not obviously probably played it enough, but I always enjoy it when I do. And they can get pretty difficult, let's put it that way. So obviously, in a similar fashion, Picross, yeah, it has a wide selection of normal, well obviously new Picross puzzles for you to solve. Quite a lot. I mean, I think there's a couple that's available to solve in the demo, like two or three, which I think is quite nice. It's nice that they've got that available. And yeah, that's just pretty much the standard typical Picross affair. Now obviously I have played couple of those missions, well I say missions, they're not missions, a couple of those puzzles. I'm not used to playing other games at the moment, where I've played a couple of those Picross puzzles, and yeah, just the same, they're still fun to play, even years and years later. I find it really fun to play. And obviously also included in this package you get the Mega Picross. Now, Mega Picross isn't by no means new, because I have also got the Mega Picross on my 3DS version on the E6. And it's similar to the Picross, but it's got a little bit of a twist to it where, well, I mean, obviously if you've never played a Picross before, it'll probably mean absolutely nothing to you. But essentially what the aim is, you've got a line where there are certain dots on that line, and each number, obviously, how do I explain it? You've got a dot, and you have to have a gap in between each one. So wherever you will see on each line, I'm not going to explain it because I'm butchering it. But yeah, similar to, I would say actually play the demo. It has a good tutorial on it, and it does have a good tutorial on it on all of them as well. So rather than me explaining it and making no sense whatsoever, you can probably see what you do anyway from watching the footage. But yeah, similar to Picross, you've got the Mega Picross function, where it also includes like a double line. So obviously it has to crosses over into two lines. Yeah. Play the tutorial. Oh dear. So yeah, Picross and Mega Picross, both fun to play in their own unique way. Which is good, and I don't obviously think that you get quite as many puzzles, but you still get quite a lot of Mega Picross, so that's a good thing. Now, what is new, or at least new to me, I don't know if this was actually in any other Picross game that I'm unaware of, but this Colour Picross was new to play, where it kind of has the same, you're playing it the same way to all the other Picross games where, you know, each number comes first, but obviously in this one you have a certain colour. And what's strange about this, there isn't a gap in between. Why am I explaining it again? Play the tutorial. Play the demo. If you've never played a Picross game before, you do owe it to yourself to at least give this a try. If you do like your puzzle games, I would say definitely give it a try. If you don't like your puzzle games, at least still give it a try, because I felt so relaxed playing this game. I really do actually enjoy playing this game. And I think it's sort of like a guilty pleasure where every now and then you do like to chill out and just have a nice... It's similar fashion to how you'd sit down with a Sudoku puzzle, or how you'd sit down with a crossword, word search, or anything like that. Sometimes it is actually nice just to take a step back and relax, and I think this has a lot to offer. So obviously on top of your Colour Picross, you get a Clip Picross. Now, from what I gathered from Clip Picross, I presume it'll be like certain puzzles, but it looks like puzzles that you unlock from playing the main game. So I kind of wonder if... I like it in that respect, because it kind of now gives you a bit of an incentive to play, because... I mean, before, obviously, there's an incentive anyway, because you can unlock all the levels. Although I think you can play all the levels anyway, but at least in this situation now, these are locked levels which you can only obviously unlock by playing certain levels, which to me kind of now gives me an even bigger incentive to play, because obviously with every other Picross game, I couldn't sit for hours on end on them. It's one of those pick up and play games where every now and then you just feel like playing a level. It would last you a long time in that respect. Like, you must have a hell of a playtime on this game if you've gone through all of this, and well done, you must be the biggest Picross fan ever, and kudos to you if you have done that. But you do get a lot. There is a lot to offer in this game, because likewise you've got an extra Picross, which I don't know if is as much, but these are essentially big, very big Picross levels, and oh my god, I don't think I'm clever enough to sort them out. I mean, obviously there is nothing stopping you from just tapping on them all. It gives you a time or something, that it adds time, so there's no real penalty for getting it wrong. But I don't think it's as fun doing that. It's a similar fashion to maybe like Minesweeper. Maybe Minesweeper would have been a good example where, you know, you could just get it wrong and stuff like that. It don't really matter. There's no penalty for tapping the wrong one anyway. Not like Minesweeper where you die and you're forced to restart. But all of this, checking out the package, it was like £9. And I thought, oh my god, that's a really good deal. You get a lot for that £9. I mean, I know it's just a simple puzzle game, but I actually think they could have got away with charging a little bit more for this one. So obviously, if it came down to would I buy at that price, wow, yeah, I'd pay for that price in a heartbeat. And all I can say that this whole package, all these puzzles that you're getting on offer for that, it's all brought together very nicely with a very nice, relaxing soundtrack. I thought out of all the Picross games that I played, this has probably been one of the better type of soundtracks that I could listen to. It was so relaxing, so chilled out, and I just sat there really just enjoying it. And I will at the same time say that just going through the tutorial level, okay, I admit the colour pieces kind of got me a little bit confused at first. There were certain things where it was trying to explain it to me and it never took it on board, but I would say at times you kind of just got to play it at the same time in order to fully get a feel for it. But like I say, if you've never played a Picross game before, you do owe it to yourself to at least give it a try. You might feel proper relaxed and chilled out. And I think for £9, I think this is a decent buy. Yeah, I would definitely buy it. But of course, obviously that is my opinion. I mean, what about you guys? Are you into your puzzle games? Have you played a Picross game before? Let us know in the comments. I'm curious how many Picross fans there are out there. I mean, it used to be quite a popular thing, but now it's a shame that... Because I remember having Picross on the DS, got it now on the 3DS. It was quite a big name, it was quite well known, but now it doesn't seem to be as popular as it were, and it's a shame because it's still a really good puzzle game. It should be as well known as like Sudoku and stuff like that. People need to know, even non-gamers need to know about Picross. Let people know about Picross. Show them this. Get them to give it a try. Especially if you are into your puzzle games. But anyway, yeah. Let us know. Let us know. But until then, I will see you guys on the next one. Laters.